back to the Artie Lange Show. Live here all Super Bowl week. Rocco DiSpirito's here. So that banana smoothie before, that's...
I'm the future you, my friend. I am.
I hope.
I am.
That would be nice. It's like evolution. It's me right here. Here, Mike, right here.
But I'm not funny, so you'll say funny. You won't lose your... Do comedians ever worry that they're going to lose their funny if they change something?
All the time.
Yeah.
I thought I would lose my funny when I stopped doing coke, but that was 15 years ago.
You did? They didn't tell you? Someone needs to be honest with you.
It's taken us 15 years. Get back on the stuff. So that banana smoothie, that was part of that diet?
Yeah, that's part. That's
like,
that too, man.
I mean,
this is the diet where you eat all day long. It's
right.
basically nonstop eating, snacking constantly, keeping your metabolism revving really high. I saw you. I've been watching. You haven't eaten a thing in 4 hours.
Right.
Except for what I gave. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have eaten anything.
Pretty much.
And that's called fasting. When you fast, you gain weight. It's that simple.
Because you binge at the end.
Yeah, because you fast and binge, exactly. Yeah. And so what this does, I mean, taste some of this stuff. Do you like chips, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, come on, try it.
So
this is sweet potato chips. They're good for you. They're only 37 calories. So on this diet, we consume 850 calories a day. I create a calorie deficit of 3,500.
850?
Yeah, man.
That's about the lowest you can go.
That's as low as you can go without medical supervision, right? Seriously, but you get 100 grams of protein, you get 15 grams of fat, and 36 grams of carbs. So
what about
nutrition
fiber?
is pretty sound.
How many grams
30
of fiber?
grams of fiber.
Wow, that's big.
So you know what's going to happen, right? Metabolism going crazy.
Right. So what is one of these? How many calories is that?
So the bacon wrap chicken is 232.
150.
And let's say you needed 2 of these, you'd still be okay. You'd still be way ahead.
Do you feel? I mean, when you first get used to this diet, does it take a period of adjustment because you just feel so energy?
What takes adjustment is learning to eat all day long. You're not energy deprived. You get more energy. You end up not having to drink coffee. You end up getting off the meds.
Because in our culture, we almost time it out that way. Like, okay, now it's work. You're in your head like that now. Okay. And coffee throughout it, maybe.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then you go, okay, now I'm going to eat and reward myself with a big meal.
Think about when you were playing, how much you tried to get protein, right? How much protein you consume. Think about 100 grams of protein on 850 calories. That's a ton of sustainable fuel.
Say you had a 1 o'clock game in Oakland. What would your dinner be like after that game? It must have been nuts.
It was always, whenever I would eat, if I would go to a taqueria and get the big Mission-style burritos, I would get 2. You know, if we were going to a pizza place, I would get a pizza.
Right.
For me, it was always
after a game.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, when you're a football player, it's anaerobic all day long. You're burning 5,000-6,000 calories a day.
Rocco, suppose you have that kind of lifestyle where you do something like what he did.
Then you're not going to be overweight. You don't need my book, and we should be talking about it, right?
Because you're exercising.
Look at him. Right? Okay, he's got that lifestyle. Look at him.
No, I did.
He's in good shape?
No.
Well, this is considered out of shape for him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
But you're right. So if a guy does that much work, my grandmother, my Italian grandmother, she was great. She would make a mozzarella omelet, like all this stuff, for breakfast on a Sunday. She goes, this is a farmer's breakfast. It's good for you. And I would say, well, farmers would eat this and then farm for 12 hours.
That's a difference.
They didn't sit on the couch and watch the Jet Browns game.
Oh, my God. Speaking of football, this weekend for me, for a weight loss coach and chef, it's like kryptonite to my kind. I mean, it's the worst. Everybody wants to pass. It's like, oh, Brad Pitt's in town. You know I'm going to do him, right? You know what's going to happen. You know I need a pass, right? I mean,
Brad Pitt's here, I got to eat. I'm not eating with Brad Pitt.
They're like, you know, I'm going to be drinking. You know, I'm going to eat some wings. You know, I'm like, oh, man.
Well, what about booze? That's a hard thing to get people to stop.
Men get 65% of their calories from booze.
Does that
That's right.
Wow.
50% of men get 65% of their calories from booze.
Man, that's just that.
It's insane.
Wow. Now this is
so this is bacon wrapped chicken. Guys, dig in. So chips, good? You like
bacon? Yeah, I like those chips.
You like
a lot.
chips?
I feel like if you're gonna do a chip
smoothie,
I need flavoring on the chip.
Right.
And your chips,
gives
they're sweet potato chips. You've got the sour cream and onion flavor, or sour cream and chives. I'm not sure.
Sour cream and onion, exactly.
It's great. It's incredible.
Help yourself. Make it like it's your own. Be at home here. Be at home here.
What's in here? Like, this is part of a diet. Like,
cocoa powder.
How many calories is this?
It's 198 calories. Is for breakfast. 30 grams of protein in there.
How did you figure this out? Is it like you just experimented with real food?
10 years of trial and error. 10 years.
10 years.
In 2006, I started getting healthy, and that's it took that long to figure all this stuff out.
So before 2006, you say you started getting healthy.
I was 41 pounds heavier. I don't know if you have the before picture. It's pretty embarrassing.
He was never an out of shape guy, though.
I was 41 pounds heavier.
But now you're
41 pounds?
Yeah, 41 pounds. So it's 230.
But now
I'm
you're
185 now. You know. It's different.
You do a lot of working out too.
I mostly focus on nutrition. I find it easier to focus on nutrition, but I obviously do working. I do enjoy riding my bike, spinning in the winter.
Well, you're an active guy. You like
and I'm active.
Stuff,
I mean, my steps are crazy all day long.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you have one of
the Fitbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's rutabaga, full of fiber. Keep you full. Fiber keeps you full. That's the thing.
I've never had rutabaga.
Just tastes
Really?
great.
Seriously? You look like you come from a place that you would have farmed the rutabaga yourself, man. I'm serious. You look
Okay,
like
you come from
rutabaga farming
Well, I
people.
do.
Central PA.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've never had the rutabaga though.
Isn't it good?
I like it.
I mean,
You
It
need
goes
a ton of
nicely
it.
with the chicken and the turkey bacon.
Thank you.
Really does.
That's the idea.
Got a
so
nice-
it's turkey
So-
bacon.
So I've got, I've got 30 people that I coach every day. And all of them are losing weight like crazy. And all of them feel better. All of them have more energy. All of them are getting off their meds. All of them are not drinking as much
Off their meds is
booze,
good.
coffee.
And you can
all
also
that stuff.
reverse diabetes with this stuff.
I have 2 clients whose A1C numbers are back to 6 now.
Wow.
Reversing type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is completely reversible in almost every case. Eating, I hope you don't have it, and I hope
I
you
do.
don't.
I
You do?
have type 2 diabetes.
Oh.
I just got diagnosed with it.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Well,
Do you know what your A1C
it's my
number
own
is?
fault, man. I mean, I listen to people that use what I should be doing.
How many of your listeners do you think have type 2
Oh, my
diabetes?
God.
It's
Based
definitely
on-
trending up.
Based on what I see at my stand-up shows, 85%.
Wow. Okay.
I'm saying it's a lot of
if they learn one thing that there's food you can eat that Artie Lange likes to eat that you think is delicious and can reverse.
I'm telling
type
you
2
right now,
diabetes, it'd be great.
this tastes excellent.
great.
My biggest concern is not,
Not having enough food, not feeling the pleasure from eating.
Well, no, the lazy part of not preparing it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
just saying, I've lived like a stand-up comic on the road for the last 25
Right.
years. And I just order food, and now I'm finally living with a woman, my fiance, who
Would she cook for you?
Yeah, she cooks.
That's great. And she cooking anything healthy?
And she'd
for
be
you?
willing to, cook this, I'm sure, but
So
Your book describes how to do all of this.
Yes.
The
And if you-
whole system.
if I gave her the book, if I give my fiance the book, that's all she needs. Is she can figure
That's
this out.
exactly right. And if you don't want to cook the food, I recommend a store-bought alternative. So I give you a store-bought alternative by the brand for every dish.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to just do that, you can.
that's so
How about you?
helpful.
How did that
Thanks, man.
That is so helpful.
You're gonna like that.
Okay.
So out of
That's
the 30
amazing.
people I coach, 12 of them cook themselves. These are people who've never cooked before. They're young, usually young women
Right.
in their 20s. They're busy. They're just out of school. They got their first big jobs. And they're cooking, and they're making it part of their lifestyle. And they're finding out that they're saving money.
Wow.
They're drinking less. They're looking hotter. They're
Yeah.
dropping inches like crazy. They get crazy about the measurements.
Yeah.
Watching the inches drop.
I gotta tell you, man, when you go to the doctor, and it's just as easy as, because for years, when I was young, you never think it's gonna happen to you. He took my blood sugar, and it was like 3 something. And he goes,
Whoa.
He goes, you're diabetic, and it's just that fast. I'm like, now I'm a diabetic.
Whoa.
I was 45 years old when I found that out. And now, through the medication he gave me, the last time I took it was 180 something.
Which is still high.
It was just still high, but it was way lower.
But
So he's happy
a lot
about
better
that.
than
But
300,
now, I don't want to take this medication.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep doing
Side
it.
effects.
I hate it. I hate
Side
it. Yeah, exactly.
Why? What are the side effects?
Liver stuff.
Liver, loss of libido, blah, blah, blah.
Absolutely.
What got me was the guy saying, here's your blood pressure medication, here's your cholesterol medication, here's your other blood pressure medication, and you're going to need Viagra, just let me know. Because
my
these
girlfriend-
medications cause libido loss,
my
erectile
fian-
I was like, yo, okay, enough,
If
buddy.
my fiance was a little less hot, I'd be on that level right now. And now it's pressure on her. She's got to stay hot. No, but you're right, man. It's
guys get
no
out
way.
together,
It's
man.
no way to live. It isn't. I mean, this tastes
I love you, just
fantastic.
devouring it. And
No,
he's still eating it.
let me tell you
It's not
something.
like he was able to consume that like a Big Mac in 10 seconds.
You could ask my mother.
Yeah.
If I don't like something, I don't care if I'm on television or not. I will take one bite and just make up some BS. But I'm eating later. If I like something, I keep eating it. I like this. I keep eating it. It tastes good.
The rutabaga is a really nice
Surprise, right?
compliment.
Yeah.
You know, like
Brilliant. This is really good.
You haven't eaten any.
it goes really nice together.
What is
So,
rutabaga?
rutabaga is a root vegetable. It's that simple. It's something you
Super.
dig up.
So it's like instead of a potato or something, you have this.
It's like a sweet potato, basically. Same kind of idea. Same kind of
So is that
glycemic
high-
levels, low glycemic, high fiber.
Is it high in carbohydrates?
Not the kind you need to worry about. not the starchy carbs that you need to worry about.
Yeah, that's good and bad carbohydrates.
That's right. This diet is carb corrected. There's only 30 grams of carbs on it that you need to worry about.
So how many grams of
Starchy
carbs are in this serving of rutabaga?
This menu today has about 65 grams total, and a lot of them will come from that. So look at let's see.
Well, I'll tell you, it worked, man.
18, but none that you need to worry about.
This is a way better alternative than taking that medication. Every time, like my fiance always reminds me to take it, and I'd rather do this than take that because you feel like, first of all, you feel like you're 90. I'm taking, my fiance's 30. Like I got sleep apnea. I got a guard for my teeth. How long before she goes, listen, I'm getting out of here.
Oh my God.
Thank you, ma'am. We gotta take a break.
It's wonderful.
Again, the book.
Thanks so much for having me on Pound a Day Diet.
Yeah. Rocco DiSpirito, the Pound a Day Diet. Lose up to 5 pounds a day. 5 pounds in 5 days by eating the food you love. It tastes amazing.
Thanks so much, man.
Right, always a pleasure, man. I'm really happy you come here.
Thank you.
Thank you. It makes us look legitimate. Super Bowl week. Back after this.
The Artie Lange Show. Weeknights on Audience. Only on DirecTV.